Hello and welcome to True Audiophiles. My name is Jim Carter. Today I'm going to talk to you about 180 gram and 200 gram weight vinyl, and is it really better? So to start, for those of you who don't know or don't understand the terminology in there, it's pretty simple actually. What it is basically telling you how much the vinyl weighs, the total weight of it. So essentially, the heavier or the higher the number, the heavier the weight the vinyl is going to be. In other words, the thicker it's typically going to be when it's finally pressed. Now, for years, people have had the thought or the idea that if it's 180 grams or 200 grams, it's automatically going to be better. Now, it's going to be better in the sense that it's going to be thicker, and that does in general give you some ability to make it better, but in general it doesn't automatically make it sound better. And I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this probably know this already, but for those of you who don't, basically really what it boils down to is how well that album is pressed. And obviously all the other factors that go into it, like how it's recorded, mixed, mastered, cut onto the lacquer, so on and so forth. But besides that, it really has to do with how well they press that 180 gram or 200 gram record, because there are a lot of things that can get screwed up in the pressing process of a record that can make a 180 gram or 200 gram vinyl sound bad. You know, things that will come up would be, some examples would be things like surface noise, for example, or warp. Matter of fact, 180 gram and 200 gram vinyl, if not pressed properly, have more of a tendency to get warped than the lesser weight vinyl. So it's one of those things that if you do it right and you do it well, there are definitely some advantages. One of which, for example, is you can cut the grooves deeper, and there's less possibility of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, I guess, interference with the other side. It's you know, there's some actual vinyl from Classic Records who's no longer around, but now they're owned by, they were bought out, I should say, by Analog Productions. But they actually used to have certain, like, super special edition vinyl on this, I think it was 200 gram, and it would be only one side per vinyl. So you would not have a second side to flip over. There would be nothing on that other side, and that would be to try to maintain the purest quality signal you could get. Those ones definitely sounded great, although I have one or two of them, then they still have some surface noise issues that are very minor, but they're there. When they're quiet, they're probably some of the quietest vinyl I have, but there's some spots on those records that have surface noise, but kind of getting beyond the point here. So the whole thing here is a question of how well the company that presses those records presses 180 gram or 200 gram vinyl. If they do a very good job, and that you have another, let's say 140 gram or 120 gram vinyl that was pressed at the same facility equally as well, there's a good possibility that the 180 gram will be better. But is it going to be dramatically better? No. It's got a better feel to it. Better, you know, it feels better from a quality perspective, but because it's thicker and heavier, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to sound better. What's going to make it sound better is not only that pressing, but also the quality of the vinyl. Like, is the vinyl virgin vinyl or is it recycled vinyl that's used? That's something that has been done throughout the years to save money. And completely recycled vinyl being used to pressed vinyl is not good, and you're typically going to have a lot of surface noise on it. But I know that actually at QRP, their 200 gram pressings, there is a little bit of recycled material in there. And actually, if you go back to one of my earlier videos with an interview at Drastic Plastic, the guy was actually talking about the QRP formula, if you will, for pressing vinyl. And you know, I think it's like 192 grams, not technically 200 grams, but it's easier to say 200 grams. So so they actually still use at least a little bit of recycled vinyl, and it's just getting that combination right so you can still maintain integrity of the sound quality, and still be able to do a little bit of recycling as well and have a good quality pressing. So that's, I guess, my take on it. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, what you've experienced, and please make some comments below if you could. If you liked what you see here, please subscribe to my channel. If you liked the video itself, please like it. And if you want to know when I have new videos that come out, please hit that alert button to let you know, I should say, when I come out with new vinyl or new videos in general. So thank you much for your time. I appreciate it, and you have yourself just a great day.